Surprise!
Welcome back to the Velkyn Weave. I'd like to take a real quick moment to introduce the characters here. So we'll start with Bope.
Hello, good evening. I'm Tom. I'm playing Bope Whizbang, a very, very old gnomish wizard.
And just to mix things up a little bit, Renyan.
Ah. Oh, God. I'm going so early. I don't know what to do with my hands. Ah. Hi, I'm Renyan, played by Jeff, human paladin of Sylvanus. Here we go into the fray.
Quentin.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm playing Quentin, the half-elf rogue mastermind, who's taken up the ways of the Hexblade.
Delirious.
I'm Michelle playing Doliris, unlucky human cleric of Timora.
And finally, Eldon.
I am Corey. I'm playing Eldon Goodfield, a country boy halfling druid.
And I am Cecil. I am the Velkyn Weave's guide to the Forgotten Realms. And last session, we left rather abruptly as our stalwart adventurers were standing over a couple of opponents that they had just defeated. Little hairy guy and a really unpleasant looking lady who seemed to have been perpetually drunk. And it's up to you guys now.
Whoa. What bee did she have in her bonnet? What was the meaning of that?
She didn't look like that a second ago. That's not my imagination, right?
Correct.
That's
I
not
don't
your
know.
magic.
What did she look like a second ago?
They were
A little more fair.
Yet more similar in many regards to those sea hags that we fought in the cave.
I concur. They were coming after the tokens that I was holding, if I recall what the hairy one said. And I think we could use both of them as additional payment to get inside.
Both of you mean these two here on the ground?
Correct. The hair on the little guy and the other one. I mean, if pixie wings are payment tokens to get inside, then surely the long, luxurious hair on this little guy would be worth something.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Are they still breathing, or have they expired?
They have expired.
Oh.
Well, let's get to chopping.
What?
He just means the hair, I hope.
Well, you could stop there. It's one option. I
Oh,
don't have any. I have a small knife, but maybe we could use something like your sword, Renyan. You want to give us a hand?
It's quite a big. I suppose I can hold it, and you can use it as some type of cutting board or cutting device.
Sharp instrument, you say?
That I mean, that hair looks pretty thick. I mean, it hit pretty hard.
Magic.
Give him a haircut, see what happens.
Well, let's not do it out here in front of all the folks. Let's bundle them up and bring them back to the tent/wagon.
Right, to give them a proper burial. That's
Of course.
what we can give them.
Suppose old Sir Charles probably wants to do this out of the public eye anyway.
Well, I mean, if people want to watch, we make them pay.
I'm not surprised, and I suppose the closer that we get to the actual opening, the more we need to keep an eye out, particularly if there is a force not only that wants to keep us from entering, but in general, I would believe that others that are in a desperate state to get in would also follow this same tactic.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're telling me it's going to be a long night, basically.
Not per se, but perhaps.
Well, let's hope for the best. All right, let's get these two out of the way. So we'll bundle them up and take them over to our wagon. or the 2 wagons we have for the night?
Pope, refresh my memory, and that sounds strange for me asking you that, but why were we going to the wagon again?
Oh, yes, we wanted to identify something, but what was it?
Was it
Yeah.
that powder you stole?
The powder.
Oh,
Yes.
well, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's around here somewhere still, isn't he?
Yes, the world's tiniest pouch.
Yes. Well, if somebody can keep him occupied, I will.
I was
be happy
taking
to
to get
oblige.
a treat to drown his sorrows in. And then this
Probably
happened.
continue with that.
Yeah.
I'll accompany you just to, safety and numbers and whatnot.
Thanks.
So, do we get the 2 bodies back to the sleeping area, Cecil?
Oh, certainly.
Mm.
I'll give them a
The area kind of cleared out when the fight started. Some folks are starting to trickle back in, and then you make it to your wagons.
I'll give a proper pat down to them, see if they're carrying anything, notes, items, etc.
Would be nice
You
if
do
they
find
were.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it'd be nice if there was some type of identification, really knowing who's your interested party would make this so much easier.
If only the Feywild had standardized ID cards of some kind, yes.
Well, on the core edge, you do find a medallion that's about that big around. And for a core ed, that's a really big medallion because that takes up a good part of his torso. And
Maybe I could, all right, go ahead.
you find an image of you can only assume is a green leafy dude on it. I
Recognizable?
believe you have an image of that up.
Would I recognize it, Cecil?
I don't think so. It doesn't strike you as a religious icon.
Green, leafy, part of nature?
Face.
That
It's
would be
nothing.
a
It's
reasonable
nothing
assumption.
from our world. I do not believe it's perhaps Fey in nature. It does not strike anything common to my teachings.
Which is
Was the Korad small in size compared to our medium stature?
If you stretched it out, he would be a little bit taller than Boat, but the way he was stooped over most of the time, Boat probably had him by about a head.
Haha! Don't get to say that often. By which I mean I was taller than he was.
Exactly.
Bo, did you see that hair? What it was doing? It was like whipping out, trying to grab us.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't think my little knife would be strong enough to cut through something like that.
I'm going to give this guy a shave here.
Yeah. While you're at it, can you touch up my my back?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's still growing.
Get the old whetstone and dagger out and see what I can do. Well, I'll clean up Boat first and then tackle the unnaturally hairy
Can you do a
Korad.
fade? All the youngins are talking about a fade.
I can give you a flat top.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
We gonna do this? How about a mohawk? Actually, that would be.
I don't know if I have quite enough. It's mostly on the sides now.
You could give him a reverse mohawk probably fairly well.
Let's say that in case one of us loses a bet.
Okay, sounds good.
No shaving ever.
A mage hand up the hair to give him a clean shot.
Any issues in cutting off his locks?
It's a little bit tougher than you expected, but you work at it and it works out okay.
Okay. Well, if we can't trade it for something, then maybe I'll donate it to some poor beardless dwarf
Or an orphanage.
of beardless dwarfs.
A beard wig.
So yeah, I'll bundle that up and secure it on my person.
Okay.
Bope, any ideas about the would-be hag or whatever she is?
Can I give her a pat down and see is there anything interesting on her?
She had about 3 liters of alcohol on her.
Well, care for an evening nip?
She was ready to party.
Was it all in like different containers, or that one glass she kept drinking out of?
Yep, it's in 3 different containers. The glass that she was drinking out of, you also have, or the mug, you also have that. However, that one is pretty much empty because when she fell, it all spilled.
Oh.
Is it all the same drink, or is it 3 different drinks?
Dolaris,
Seems to be the same.
you want to taste it?
Sorry, I'm probably not there. I'm curious.
Please, I would like somebody to try it.
Something tells me we
You
should
don't
save some
make
for
your
Delirious.
healer taste test thing.
I think that's a fair
Oh.
point.
Renion's
Fair.
really good at curing diseases. He got rid of my scurvy a few weeks back, just like that. So you're good.
I'll have a little nip, like a little thimbleful. See what
You've
it tastes
already
like.
died once. What do you care?
Which one of us are you talking to?
Cecil.
That is some strong stuff.
Might be able to light someone on
Hey,
fire with it.
She was drinking it like it was ale, but that was a shot.
Oof.
Pure grain alcohol.
Bope, this might regrow the hair on your head.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was about to
okay.
say, for hair on your chest.
Save it for later. Oh, I'd look down. Mr. Peppers, this is not for you. Not for you. No, too strong.
It's
One
like
blind
poor
bunny.
Mr.
Gotta be
Peppers.
bad for rabbits. Yeah.
One
Don't
blind
even let
bunny.
him sniff it.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, ew.
keel over.
Add that to the unseelie pastries that we acquired, and
Or
Learned
unsavory.
that.
food
Learned that
stuff.
with the last Mr. Peppers. No, won't make that mistake
I'm
again.
sorry, what?
You weren't here.
You're right. I wasn't there to hear that.
and
Uh,
Bope, did you have time to check out the tiny little thing that I acquired via
yes,
tweezers?
I am ritually. I get out my bric-a-brac and okay, let's put some smears here and dust over there and put my hands together and pop, pop, pop. 10 minutes later.
Okay, you've got essentially a sleep spell that
Ooh.
is right there.
Okay. Well,
That might actually be better for you now.
so it's basically a pouch of dust that if I were to sprinkle it or puff it out, I could do the equivalent of a sleep spell.
Yes. The challenge will be getting it to wherever you want it to go off at.
Okay. I wonder if I could. I explained that to Quentin. I wonder if we could put this in a drink, perhaps.
It could be soluble. Otherwise, maybe put it on your hand and blow.
Oh yes, or shake hands, right? Oh, that maybe that'll just make both of us fall asleep. I don't know.
It doesn't take much for you.
You want to hold on to it?
Take much for me. Sure, I'll hold on to it. It doesn't seem like that long ago I put myself to sleep with the sleep spell, but won't be making that mistake again.
We hope.
He's a fair bit harder now.
I am.
It is a fair bit more difficult.
Tell you what, I'm going to hold on to the pixie dust and add that to our little list of trade bait. We've got the poison bowl, the mostly transcribed book on elemental water, a couple doses of spider poison, some other stuff.
All kinds of merchant junk.
The poison bowl, is that the big giant concrete thing we've been carrying around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh.
I don't think we brought it with us, right?
Yeah, definitely we did. It was because
Quentin
to
made a
trade it
point.
away.
I love
Quentin
carrying
was
that
very
thing
cool.
around. It's so wholesome.
And,
Well, maybe some nice unseelie will take it.
And the
Yeah.
pastries. And the booze.
Well, that's going to help, lubricate the deal. The art of the deal.
That's
How
definitely
does
sounds like
Remy
an
feel
unseelie party night.
about selling the poison bowl to the unseelie?
Hey, all is fair in love and markets.
Love and commerce, right?
Gold is fair with the Fae.
I think
Never
that's
trade
actually
down.
untrue, actually.
Only trade up.
So, Bope, what do you want to do with the bodies? Got any use for them?
Not yet. I've been trying to work on that. Actually, just leave them with me. I'll figure it out. But more pressing, let's identify this medallion. And I restart my spell. Hey, we'll carry the 2 times 3. Well, maybe a little bit of there. And 10 minutes later, the medallion.
I'm
It's a
touching up
medallion.
his hair. The green person.
It's a medallion.
Oh, okay. Well, Quentin, this one, if you wear it and say the magic word, will cast the enlarge spell on you.
Really?
Yes. Do I roll a deception on that? Yep, that's a 12.
My passive insight is a 15. So
So that's settled. Yes. Do you want to hold on to it? Maybe we can trade it.
that's amazing. Yes, I would love to. And I'm going to roll my deception.
Oh boy.
It was really much shorter than
24. I believe you completely, I guess.
Yes. Oh boy.
Wow, thank you, Bope. What were the words again?
Oh, it was gobbledygoo.
Okay.
Yes.
Really?
I'll only use this in the most dire of circumstances.
Perfect. I can't wait. Oh, they won't see what's coming. Oh. And
So-
then I begin. I'm good. You can leave me here.
Okay. Yeah, he
Okay,
said
and,
that, but I'm going to hang out outside the tent for the next half hour just to make sure nobody comes back to assassinate the party wizard.
I'm
Okay.
as soon as he
Delirus
steps
and
out-
Eldon return after successfully finding a good pastry.
Where the contents
Well,
are questionable. That's great. Yeah.
well,
Well,
if
who
they
knows
peek in
what
the
the pixie can ingest?
Pipsiquil certainly likes it a lot.
That's
I'm gonna head back to the why can't I think of the intent the
The Furbolgs?
Talking about Sir Charles's place?
Sir Charles's place. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I head back there and kind of scope out, see if there's any more shady individuals hanging out at any of the tables.
Oh, just like any popular mouth-watering place. Yeah, there's a couple of folks who look like they might be shadier than the rest.
Everyone in the tavern is shady.
It's a pop-up tavern.
Pop-up tavern outside the Fey Market. Everyone's suspect.
However,
Suspects.
the absolute shadiest character that you see is down between where the wagons are. He's just sitting there and apparently relaxing a little bit.
Like at the entrance towards where Bope and
Quentin?
Quentin. Wow, why am I?
I think
Yes, in fact, it is Quentin.
there we go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, checked out.
the absolutely shadiest. Yes, makes perfect sense.
You can probably see him doing the math. How much is 2 dead Fey bodies worth?
I don't know if I
Well,
want.
it
anyone,
depends where you sell them, obviously.
That's what he's thinking. Like, do I need to find an ogre butcher?
If anyone peeks in on the cart, Bope is just like lifting the hands up on them and kind of like concentrating intently, and then like opening his eyes, and then like lifting up another hand. And then you see him like grab one of their jaws and just,
Because that's not weird at all.
Got yourself a puppet show.
At least he's doing it behind closed doors. I don't know.
Yeah, for now.
I don't remember what kind of wagons there are, but
Okay.
Did any of those Furbolg knights ever show up after the fight? We made an awful ruckus. I thought they were security.
You seem remarkably
They're
unconcerned.
security for the market. I don't think they care too much about what goes on out here.
Oh,
Yeah, if
okay.
it's outside the thorn wall.
Yeah, it's
They don't give a shit. Got it. All right.
the wildness out here. Ordered chaos inside.
Well, I'm ready to turn in. Sooner we can get to morning, honestly, the better.
You done all the shopping you want to do on the outside?
Figures much. I still got 20 pounds of food in my backpack. I just realized it's the heaviest thing I'm carrying around. Like, not a whole lot I need here.
could we take around the medallion like a wanted poster? Look, try to get some more information.
Have you seen this symbol?
I have a strong feeling that we'll be able to get all the information about that we want once we head into the market proper.
Okay, sounds like it's bedtime then.
I
What
think
do you
it's
want
probably best to keep heads down and try to make it to the market.
What do you want to do with the 2 bodies here? We could try and sell them.
I will leave that into your capable hands.
Okay, give me an hour and I'll turn in.
You think they'll be missed?
Probably by the little. Right before I took him down, he said, "Tell my wife I love her," and then he perished. I'll be back.
Perhaps being so close that we should take some type of shift just to keep a watch for the night to ensure that no more ambushes occur. I would probably. I was thinking about staying up anyways to keep an eye on both ourselves and the tent itself, so I can take the first.
Well, we do have those lovely potions if anyone wants to remain vigilant all night long.
We can go in shifts.
I mean, if we want, I'll take one of the potions and stay up on watch if you want.
Okay, and I'll stay up until you get back then from your
I'm just going to check with Sir Charles real quick
Okay.
and ask him what's the deal with your competition. Basically, we got 2 Fey bodies, and want to know if they're of any value.
Goodness. I would have no idea. I don't traffic in bodies.
Well, think of it as more of magical components in wholesale form.
I'm sure that there are some mages around here somewhere that would be able to answer that for you. But from a tavern keeper's perspective, I don't have any recipes that call for those kind of things.
Well, that's good. I do enjoy clean food. So,
It's definitely for the best.
Right.
There's a hair in my soup.
Hush, Tethers will want some.
They call that angel hair pasta, right?
The soup is hair.
Oh.
The soup is hair.
all right. Well, I will dispose of them another way then. Thank you. And my plan is to simply drag them out to an open lot and put a sign up that says "Free 2 dead Fey bodies. Must be gone by morning. No questions asked."
Effective.
Wait, I know how this works. You really should have put a sign on it that says 5 gold each, but left nobody to watch it. They'd be gone by morning.
That is actually a superior plan, and maybe some good Samaritan will leave some money behind, but probably not. Yeah, I abandoned the more complex sign, crossed it out, and put 1 Fey body. Yeah, 5 gold.
Okay.
And we'll check back in the morning.
This is amazing.
Waste not, want not.
Okay, I take it that you're trying to be relatively unobserved while you do this?
Well, I mean, we were completely observed being attacked.
Mhm.
I'm not making a ruckus about it, and I do want them to be
Okay.
found and disposed of.
Okay.
So I'm not being super sneaky about it.
All right. So you come back and you take the watch for the night? Roll me a d20, please.
A 5.
Okay. Night passes uneventfully. So, how late do you want to let everyone sleep?
Well, they need 8 hours, so they will get exactly 8 hours.
I'm turning that hourglass every time. As soon as that last sand drops down, bonk. Okay, at exactly 8 hours.
Starts banging on the side of the wagons.
Loudly making breakfast.
Ooh, what's for breakfast?
Last of the fresh bacon.
And trail
Ooh.
rations.
No.
Actually, you get a
breakfast haggis?
wonderful smell in the morning. It
It's coming
smells
from the
like
tent.
ham. No, it's coming from one of the open back wagons over there. Ham, eggs, sausage maybe, and pancakes.
Hmm.
When I peek out, are the bodies gone?
Oh no.
Oh yes, the bodies are gone.
I know it's not there, but I will check. Did anyone leave me 5 gold?
Nope.
Had to check. Had to check.
Damn thieves.
No honor.
Beggars
Morally-
and choosers.
It worked. So the open tent, the open wagon, you say, with the food smells, the lovely food smells coming from. Is there already a line forming, or?
Yes, there's already a line forming, and Charles is looking at taking advantage of that.
I get in line.
I'm looking for any signs
Oh,
of discarded
the
clothing
line.
matching the hag.
Don't see anything there. But the line is for getting into the actual Fey market itself.
Oh
And
no!
Charles is offering them food while they wait.
Ah.
Food
Oh,
while
no,
they
I meant-
wait to get food.
No, I meant, is there a line forming at the wagon to get food? That's
There's a few people there, but
not
most
much
of
of a
the folks are more interested in trying to get into the market itself.
Which is probably what we should be doing.
Yep. Yep.
Well, the getting's good.
All right. Well,
And
like, fine. I guess I'll like signal Charles like food, and then I'm gonna go get in line.
All right, everybody.
Well, as-
So I want us to all make sure we pack our sunscreen. Put it on. The sun's like more dangerous than you think, and everyone should have their own bottle of water. And what am I forgetting? Bug spray. Yeah, bug spray.
Oh, Mom.
Don't forget to pack your anti-venom
There you go.
That's more like it.
and holy water.
Oh, I have the holy water.
Does everybody have their torches in case they fall into a well?
Yes, Dad.
Water skins filled. All right. All right. Yeah. Then line it is.
And everyone has their trinket still?
Carry it everywhere I go.
Check for pixie wings.
yeah, Eldon, you're about 20 or 30 people back. And you notice the fifth person in line looks like the seer.
All right.
Are you holding a place in line for us? No.
Is he looking around, or is he just focused on the task ahead?
No, he's watching you. He waves you on over.
Oh, shit, it is him.
All right. Yeah. I'll join him and ignore anybody that gives me dirty looks on the way up to the front of the line.
Oh, he just looks at you and says, I figured I'd run into you here.
Didn't
Just
know
so
you'd
you
be
know,
joining.
yes, you brought me the pedal that will get me access.
Right.
However, I needed to let you know that as soon as you guys get done here at the Fey Market, the hall is going to implement one of those 5-day periods, and we need you in Trio.
Are we going to war?
Oh, okay.
This is
I
about the
don't
lake
know.
thing.
We're getting called up.
This is like a continual 5 days of service to the hall thing, right? That we spoke of before.
Correct. I don't know if it will require all 5 days. You still get the credit for the 5.
Right.
But something is going to be happening.
That's very generous.
I'm here to see Sator to see if they can help me figure it out.
Who was that? Who are you here to see?
Sator has a tent in the market.
Should I know that name? I'm sorry.
Probably not, but you can stop by and see her tent at some point.
Alrighty. I'll keep an eye out, I guess. Is there a sign?
I'm sure she'll have a sign, and yeah, you're likely to have someone that can show you the way.
Right. The Bet you already know about that then, huh?
I've heard a few things.
Yeah, it's been a weird couple of days up here. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, go ahead. Hop back in line and
Oh, we gotta. Oh, okay. I guess. Yeah, I'll head back to the back of the line there, and all right, and I'll go back and tell everyone what the seer told me, that we're about to have to do our 5 days of continual service to the hall as soon as we get done with the party here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're heading to Triel after this.
I mean, it seems fair after all they've given us.
I mean, it's fine. It seems a little. I mean, we don't have anything else lined up exactly.
Except
Eh.
saving the world from the elemental planes and whatever.
Yeah, we still don't even know how we're going to do that yet, though. So,
And this market could go 5 days in duration.
right, but he did just say as soon as we're done here, our 5 days starts. Not like just today it starts.
He's probably seen when we shall be done then.
That would fit. That would fit the his whole shtick there. Yeah.
Remember the rules of the market that we were told about. Don't damage anyone's property in the market, and be careful what you say or accept without knowing the cost.
Yes.
Right.
Very much.
Basic.
Do
paranoia.
not promise for anything. Do not even give the hint of that you owe a debt or that somebody did something good for you. Be very mindful of your words. Again, words have power.
And have fun. Don't forget that.
No fun. Only work.
Wear your sunscreen.
Just put right that big old white stripe across the nose there. That's
Since we're all online now, Renyon, would you consider holding the large poison bowl? Maybe strapping it to your back?
I don't know about strapping it
No.
to my back, but I will bring it with us, yes.
No, make Quentin carry it.
Okay. If I carry it and I barter it away for a bag of beans, don't blame me.
I'm fine with that.
I would be
don't-
That
very.
is A-okay.
I'm pretty sure you would bargain it away for something good. Do not lie to me.
yeah.
Also, I have some top-notch Fey alcohol that we took off the lady we killed.
Yeah.
It'll grow hair on an old gnome or
It
strip
will.
paint off a ship.
More about the stripping the paint.
Cure what ails ya.
Yeah, or make you forget about it, one or the other.
Either way,
Mhm.
success.
Dr. Quinton's restorative.
We've graduated to snake oil salesman. Yeah,
I'm so proud.
I think I have a card for that.
I'll
I know I do.
whenever my breakfast shows up from Sir Charles, I'm just gonna chow down in line. I don't even care. Yeah.
okay. Breakfast certainly shows up for you there. And as you get up to the front of the line, it's kind of slow going. And you notice that probably about half the folks in the line are turned away. And that seems to be what is keeping everything going so slowly.
People
Yep.
trying to fake their way through, or perhaps their items are not good enough for the.
Mm-hmm.
The folks that are getting turned away, any of them look particularly wealthy and desperate, the type who might want to buy some Korrid hair?
Oh, there's one guy that looks like he was going to be allowed in, but the young person with him was not.
Oh. Say, good sir, a moment of your time.
Yes.
It looks like your son's not able to enjoy the sights inside the throne wall. So sad. What was the problem?
we're lacking a token for him. I figured little people didn't require the tokens.
The child rate.
Kids ride free.
Well, sometimes it's the little
Something
people
like
that.
that.
Sometimes it's the little people that are tokens. Say, how heavy is your purse? I might have an extra token to get your son in.
Is this true? Let's see. I've got 5 platinum.
Remind me, what's the
10 gold to a platinum, I believe.
50 gold? Help me out here, DM to player. Well, does that seem like the ballpark of fairness for entry into the market?
It for a token. That
Not,
that might work. If it's a token that doesn't really have any power or anything.
but the Korad hair might have more uses inside.
It's the easy sale versus the better sale.
True. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to pass on that. But, Sir Charles is a good man back there. I'm sure for a few gold, he might babysit your young lad.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Put
a
him
look
to
at
work
that.
for the day, little honest work. Tell him Quentin
He
sent
might even enjoy that.
That's cold blooded, Quentin.
Candy pastry.
Cold blooded.
Well, now I get a benchmark, an idea.
Fair enough.
Good day, sir.
Okay, good day. You see a couple of folks up there that have to be beaten a little bit and turn back.
Aggressively.
And by the time that you get up there, the Furbolg seem to have started getting this into a routine. They have no problems with anyone except for Quentin.
Hey, why hassling me?
You don't have a token on you.
No pixie wing?
Oh, you got your pixie wing.
And that's
May we see the wing?
I'll present the wing.
That's got the right feel to it. This would definitely get you entrance. You've got something on you that kind of pulling you down, don't you? He hands back the wing.
Well, I mean, I do have a fair number of murders in my conscience, but I think that wouldn't hold back a man of commerce.
But very well, you did have a token. Please go ahead and be my guest. That gentleman there will give you a quick orientation, and then you can be on your way.
So did they need to see our tokens, or they just kind of sensed them?
They kind of sensed them for everyone except for Quentin.
So even though me and him had the same token,
Matched pair.
but his was hidden from sight, perhaps.
Yeah, it's something interfering.
Capital
with that,
S.
Well, I've got 2 theories on that after we step inside.
Yeah, let's talk to the fellow over there first.
Okay. He looks at you and says, okay, all outsiders must have a guide during their first day in the Fey Market. If you don't have a guide already arranged, I'm sure there will be some inside, at which point Peach Quincy pops up and, I'm the guide!
That's what I was thinking. Literally what I was thinking.
Secondly, destruction or damage of property is not allowed. Also,
Definition of
don't
definition of property for this market.
property things people own.
Things and both living and inanimate.
In some cases, yes.
Probably means slaves.
Don't intimidate the vendors or council agents. If any vendor or agent attempts to intimidate you, report it to any Furbolg Knight or the Market Council.
AKA, don't get into any fights. Just let them run away.
Now, all Market Council members and their agents will wear red hats or cowls. The only exception are the Furbolg Knights. No one else is allowed to wear a head covering of red. And finally, you will not be allowed to leave the Fey Market while under debt to another without their permission. So, as you come out, if you owe a debt to someone from within, they will be called forward to allow you to leave or not.
Oh boy.
Can you enter under debt?
Most certainly, and that will not prevent you from leaving.
So only new
It's the
debts.
debts incurred here.
Gotcha. All right.
No dine and dash.
You got a debt we should be worried about there, Renyon?
No, just trying to cover the bases.
All right, fair enough.
You're not worried about me?
You didn't ask.
I mean, perhaps. Got the answer that was sufficient. But as you can see, and as I've harped upon, is not a day in the park.
I mean, he hasn't told us his name. I don't think he's going to tell us his secret.
All right, Peepsequin, little fella there. What do we got to look forward to?
Well, let's see. At the back of the market, there's the council, their area. There's Altar Stop, which is places to go for worshiping things. Doesn't really have a whole lot of Fae in there, but that's kind of applying to everyone else. Then there's the garden plots. There's the other world markets, the battle pits, and then there's just wandering the streets. There's all kinds of things elsewhere. The other world markets are things that have been picked up from other Fey market stops.
From before they got here.
A swap meet, perhaps.
Correct.
So, Peeps, could you who are the council exactly?
The council are the folks who run the Fey market. They're responsible for making sure that the vendors don't cheat the customers and the customers don't take advantage of the vendors. Now, they also make sure that they get their dime in all of this.
Right, they got a cut. They're the organizers.
Yep, exactly.
All right, all right.
What's
Definitely.
with the garden plots?
If you're looking for any kind of herbs or plants, or in some cases spices, you'll find most of those over in the garden plots.
I feel like as a druid that should really apply to me, but I have no idea what plants I need in the future.
I think that the altar area will be a good place to find information about this medallion that we found yesterday.
Maybe Pipsqueak knows.
Yeah, I never did ask, little fella. Peeps,
Well, we had to wait till we
Yeah.
got inside.
you recognize this thing?
Which I guess I'm wearing because it could make me grow larger.
I wink at Pipsqueak.
He totally believes.
And I show him the Green Man amulet.
I don't recognize that one, but I know someone in here who probably would.
Go on.
Well, if you go just down this way, there's a guy. He has a small. He sells lamps, but he's also an information trader.
All right.
Looks like a little goblin.
Is he a little goblin?
He's a little goblin.
Okay, so no, it just looks like one. Had to be sure. All right.
Well, kind of a changeling type of deal. He was raised amongst the Fae. He's pretty much Fae.
Want to make
He's a
that
little
our
goblin.
first stop?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
This place is a little overwhelming. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. So yeah, why not? We got some direction.
Lead the way, Pipsqueak.
Okay. He takes you over to Kair, and it's certainly a little goblin that is selling lanterns and various types of lamps.
I'm gonna pull Delirious aside a second, and a thought has struck me. Perhaps
Dangerous
be
pastime.
extra vigilant that someone doesn't make us accidentally damage their property.
I will keep an eye out as we go.
You are the most vigilant among us.
It's a use out of my
Okay.
passive perception.
Well, greetings, customers. What can I do you for?
Go ahead.
We need information on this amulet. And the
I can
deity.
give you information,
Could you shed a little
but
light
it's
for us?
really better to trade for information.
Yeah.
What do you happen to have? What's this worth to you?
Not a lot. I mean, really.
It
Not
really,
a lot.
it's just kind of incidental at this point because whatever.
We could tell you the story of the person we acquired it from.
Oh, that sounds fair.
Trade a
More of
little
a theory.
information.
For
More of a-
information for information.
A curiosity for a curiosity.
Everyone loves a good backstory.
How did you get that then?
Do we have a deal?
Well, it depends on if it's an interesting story or not.
I mean, I can upsell and embellish. Or do you just want the facts?
Right now, I just want the fact.
You should definitely upsell and
Yeah.
embellish.
So, we have a deal then? I tell you the providence of us acquiring this, and you tell us the significance.
Well, like I said, if it's a good story, tell you what, if you're going to, yes, embellish then and hold this lamp between your hands like this as you tell the story. And then I will tell you about this giant.
Is this going to record my telling of the story?
Oh, yes.
I want to ask what else the lamp does.
Will it take his soul?
Oh, no. It will take his impressions of the story. You will still have them too,
Okay.
but it will allow others to live through the story.
No other side effects, though?
No.
That was a delayed no. I don't like that.
Well,
Okay.
okay, side effects. You may feel good for making a trade. I will feel good about having a product that I can now sell. I don't know how you will feel about the information you receive.
I'm
All
game.
right, I believe it.
I'll hold it, and I will launch into a performance retelling of us being ambushed and the tick-tock of the battle.
Oh, start with getting the pixie wings. Tell them about that.
Okay, I'll start there.
Poor Peepsequin.
Oh my! Whew.
You can cover his ears.
Which is why we were jumped. And yeah, I'll just go on to you. Do you want a performance check?
Sure, go ahead.
Performance. That is a 23. Yeah.
Oh my! That is an intense experience. Oh.
I'm reliving it in all 5 senses right now.
Even throws dirt in his
Wow.
face. Taste it.
If you do want to sell those memories, come back. It's much more vibrant if you do it that way.
What?
But then you would no longer have them.
Well, I'll always have the Korad's beard.
Both a boon and a curse, I would say.
So I've recounted that for you. Maybe we can move on to another deal, but what's the amulet? The backstory.
The Green Man, as he is known. Also known as the Puppet Meister. He strings along some of his minions. He's very into controlling, obviously. So, if you have attracted his notice, do be aware that he does. How do you put this in normal speak? He goes and tries to control others and events in order to further his aims. He tries to manipulate people. His aims are not always clear because he, in turn, is one of Black Agatha's minions. So he follows her guidance, and she can pull his strings.
Can you see the future?
Is that a name we should recognize, Black Agatha?
Well, Peeps is hiding back behind the back of your helmet or your hat when he said that name.
Pete, what are you doing back there?
Black Agatha. She's one of the Archfey.
Doesn't sound like the most cheery of names.
Loudest.
She's on the Unseelie Council. The council, not the market council, not a regional council.
No, I get it.
The
I get
council.
it. Yeah, no, yeah. I understand I understand what you're saying there, bud. Well,
Can she or the Green Man see the future?
I don't think so. And Kara looks at you and says, "No, she cannot."
I kind of turn my head around and look at Bope, and I mouth, seer?
Got a point in our favor, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you. That was very informative.
Very welcome. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Are you satisfied with the answer?
Yes. Now, I have a question. Are these lamps for sale, and can they travel outside the market? Like, if I wanted to export a memory into one of these, could I and
Oh,
upload it at a later
most
time?
certainly. Most certainly.
What's the duration of the memory? Kind of like a specific discrete event?
Yep. These are not powerful enough to take long durations from a person, and that's really not what I sell. You will have folks who want to take years of memory, but
Understood.
I prefer selling. It's a quick, uplifting,
Would
vicarious life.
would the well-sheared locks of a Korad be fair trade for one of these lamps?
Ooh,
High quality. It's got a nice sheen to it.
It's fresh too.
Look, it can even be a display model.
I
A little scuffed up, but still functional.
I prefer not to deal with sentience on in that way.
Wow.
I mean,
Standards.
And Akora doesn't part with his hair, so
they tried to kill
Yes.
me and died in combat.
oh, I understand what may have happened there. However, there are others here in the market that would be very happy to make that trade with you.
I get the feeling he
Agreed.
likes dealing in the immaterial more than the material there, Quentin.
Hey, you see a lamp? You like a lamp?
That's
Put
fair.
an offer in.
No,
And
that's
sometimes you want to forget a few minutes of something that happened.
What memories are you
all
selling?
right. Well, we can unpack that later if you need to, but yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
What did you say, Dolores?
What memories are you selling?
Were you asking me or him?
Oh,
I'm asking him.
well, memories I have are really, they run the gamut of what kind of drama that you're after. But mortal drama, that's the best kind. You see, once you get back to the Feywild, they don't understand that, and it really, it's an enticing thought memory for them.
It's a drug.
They don't experience feelings and stuff like we do, you know.
Exactly.
Lantern pick up on things we may have forgotten.
Oh,
Memories that you don't remember having.
not really. However, if there is something that you've lost, you might want to check misplaced values. They're about 5 stalls up. And they have a small little building that they set up. Have you lost something?
I didn't say that.
Well, I would check misplaced values.
So, there is something I'm looking for, and it may be in the market. Maybe you can help point us in the right direction before we depart. Need a cost though. Are you interested in any unseelie pastries or high quality Fey alcohol? You look parched.
The alcohol I can go for. Unseelie pastries. No, that's dealing with sentient stuff that
Yeah, well,
not my
visit another
my
stall.
area.
I pull out the 3 liters of alcohol, and me and my compatriots each may have an item that we're looking for in the market. If you could point us to the stall that has the best chance of having it.
We got Peepsequin back here to tell us where stuff is, you know.
True.
Just
Okay, so what are you after?
I'm looking for something to complement a dagger that I recently acquired. Something involving the cult of the dragon. Memories of a member. Kind of extensive knowledge. Looking to set up a persona. Whether it be a memory or some type of magic item that relates to it. Ring any bells?
I understand what you're asking for. That's a rather specific thought. I could come up with something like that if you gave me about 2 days.
Yeah, I think we'll be around. And if not, well, enjoy the alcohol. We'll check back in 2 days.
Okay, and this will certainly pay me for finding it for you.
Right. And
The actual cost of the
understood. All
would be,
negotiations are on me.
well, the actual cost will be you guys, each of you holding the lantern as you drink some of this fine liquor.
Which will do what for you?
Reaction shots.
you got it, Quinn. I'm here for you, bud.
Oh, because it's super. Yeah, okay. Okay.
It is very potent.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I could do that.
This will be amusing. All right.
Are you on board, Iranian?
The heavy
Come on,
pound-
I know you drink. Slap him on the, his mail. Shing.
I suppose, if only to keep a gaze and watch upon the happenings.
Maybe you'll relax a little bit too there, bud. All
I
right.
didn't know the
Made a
meaning of the word relax.
Hey.
Does Pipsqueak need a thimble?
A thimble may be too much for Peepsequin. Sorry. Don't mean to tilt my head too much now you don't have your wings anymore.
So yeah, I'll hold a lamp and do a shot.
Does he want it now or
Oh
later?
no, that's if he comes up with the
Oh, gotcha.
Payment on delivery.
exactly.
All right. Well, Peeps, I got a question for you. And
What's up, boss?
I'm looking for maybe a magic ring or something. I don't know. You know what I do, right? Like part of who I am.
I think so, yeah.
What do you think I'd like around here? Animals, nature, whatnot.
Basket weaving.
Also, maybe some kind of item that could help me get a few more spells out during the day would be nice.
Hmm. I'll have to think about that one, but okay.
Well, you know, you got your
I'll
boys.
ask around
Right?
a little bit real quick.
Yeah, ask
What's
you got,
that?
you got some pixie friends, right? You can have them ask
Yep.
around, right?
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Oh, Dolores Runyon, doing any shopping?
I don't have money to spend on frivolous things. Remind me why we're here again?
I don't think money's usually the what you spend here.
So let me go down the list of kind of trade goods that I've acquired. So I've got a transcribed tome, 90% complete on a treatise on the elemental plane of water. We've got the poison bowl from the Reaching Woods. I've got 4 doses of spider venom, the unseelie pastries, the Korad hair. Currently, the hag's alcohol is accounted for, and there's always the favors, which would kind of eat up some of our time. You know, pledge of our time for a good, perhaps.
I don't know if that last one is worth it at this point.
Well, it depends on what you can get, right?
Values in the eye of the beholder.
Perhaps, though, we are on a bit of a clock as it is with our time right now.
Well, obviously, don't go into a contract that keeps you here for 5 years. That would probably be detrimental to the adventuring life.
Seems foolish.
I don't know if I have 5 years.
Bope, you look the best I've ever seen you. Now, granted, I've only known you a couple of weeks, but whatever you got when we were at the hall has done wonders for you, bud.
Here, some real vigor.
Pipsqueak, any ideas on where we could unload some Korad's hair and a evil bowl of poison generation?
Oh, you're looking more on the unseelie side there.
Indeed.
Is that shadowy place over there? Like, I'm sure like half the market's like constantly in shadow. Is that it over there? Your kingdom is all that the light touches. But that shadowy place over there.
That's where the unseelie live.
We don't go there.
My theory when going shopping is unload the heavy stuff first.
Over at the Aurochs graveyard.
Doesn't wear you down, right?
Exactly. Then you can buy something heavy at the end. Like
You probably want Alihan and Eva Faberga.
Bless you. What?
Was that
You
Aaliyah
probably want,
and Berga?
yes, Alihan and Eva Faberga. They're of the Faberga household. They deal with a lot of unseemly items, i.e. unseelie.
Gotcha.
They wouldn't have any problems with those kind of items.
Could you lead the way if we don't have a more pressing destination?
However, you probably don't want me to be seen with you in that case. So I can lead you there, and then I will just kind of disappear.
Do we want to put like little peepholes in your hat, Eldon, so he can ride underneath it? And
I think he may be able to actually disappear.
cool.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. He's probably all right then. But yeah, you can ride inside the hat if you want, bud.
I'll
Not
do that too.
guaranteed.
So
He's been
I'll do
seen
that too. So
been seen before in that state.
Right, but might as well take precautions.
Well, I get it. He's not unseelie, and we're going to the bad part of the market.
Yeah,
The
he's
unsealy part of the park.
he's from the other side of the tracks or whatnot, So, all right, you just point us in the direction, bud. Then you can, hop on.
okay. And he guides you over to the Ferberga household.
Has it gotten like darker outside and spookier, like ravens and shit everywhere?
No, but it is kind of just gloomy.
Is it colder
a
over
little
here?
bit.
Scarecrows about.
There's a few. In fact, you've seen a couple of them walking down the street.
Probably looking for fresh straw and clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Got to restock.
Any clientele coming in and out of the place we're about to step into?
There's a couple others going in. There's no one really coming out yet. Give me a perception check.
Uh, 14.
14. You're not real sure, but that person who just went in, he reminded you an awful lot of Eskin.
That son of a witch.
Well, okay, that was just Quentin. Sorry. Everybody calm down. None of us saw that.
I think I just saw somebody who owes us money. Eskin, the scribe,
Where?
going into the establishment we're about to enter.
Do you want me to burn it down?
Hang on. No, we're not.
Nope.
We can't do that.
You can't collect money from dead people.
Also destroying property.
Whatever we break, we have to pay for, Bo.
But yeah,
And
right. That.
Who knows how they value stuff here in the Fey market? All right.
Yeah.
They may want years, and you can't afford that. All right.
That's true.
Not a currency you have access to.
No.
Be a little thin on that line.
Okay. Should we play it cool?
I say we kill him with kindness. Just compliment him up and down.
That's not my forte.
He may not be property if he's a guest here. We just have to make sure we don't break anything else. Just saying.
Well, his nose may be protected by himself, so.
Yeah, but he's not a seller of the Fey market. He's a
They
human.
did not specify seller's property. They just said don't destroy any property.
Yeah, council.
You don't know who that applies to.
Representatives property. He's a schmuck from out of town. He's not.
I didn't hear anyone specify that.
Unless he's a real slick operator and he sold himself on a one-day deal, so he has chattel protection.
Oh.
See, that's what I should have done that.
God.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
There's no guarantee either that he is human.
He definitely seemed like a dumb kid.
Yeah, but we're also dumb. What do we know?
He looked a little bit older, though.
Daddy Eskin? Who knows? I'm going in.
I'm going with him.
Okay.
Follow.
Yes, what can I help you with? All kinds of interesting trinkets and trinkets around here. There you go.
Me and my compatriots.
It looks like a chicken egg. But you crack it open. Inside, it's a skeleton of a tiny human.
That's gross.
Indeed.
Does it do anything?
Oh, I know. A collection. You're after. How about this? I have here, in this case, a bunch. As in about 12 or 13. I'd have to double check. Holy symbols worn by false prophets.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one, bud.
Well, now don't be hasty.
Yeah, what kind
Oh,
of
Pardon me.
deities or
Which
what
holy
have you?
symbols?
That could be useful and or lucrative. The right person.
I'm assuming there's bric-a-brac of every sort lining the walls of this place.
All kinds of things, yes.
Lots of morbid shit.
Tiny human skeletons and eggs.
Well, maybe we can show you what we have, and you can see if there's anything that works for us. Get the poison bowl out. Renyon, please.
Yes, I heft it off my hip.
This fine specimen of magic. And I go into the whole spiel about its origins and spider cults and whatnot. Anaya.
Okay.
So
That
that's
is
the
indeed interesting. I like the story a lot that goes along with it. It really brings out, it gives us an oomph.
Providence.
That does have some, exactly. It does have some good values there. I can see being able to trade that one well.
I'm
And,
looking around. Sorry.
you said you had other things as well.
Yes, indeed. And I get out the lock of Korad's hair. Freshly shorn.
If you can find an enchanter, they would be very interested in this. You can use
Why
it
is that?
to. You can use it to create a rope of climbing.
Noted.
We may want to hold on to that.
That is interesting.
It is also much lighter than the bowl made of stone.
I mean, is it though? Okay. You had some pretty thick hair. I don't know.
Weighs down to the conscience differently. But
Fair enough.
and you look like you might enjoy a good pastry. And I get out the dozen unseelie pastries
Okay.
to sweeten the deal, so to speak.
Just a little bit old. Still smells good. Yes.
And then I'll top it off with the 4 doses of spider poison, not created via the bowl, but that we harvested from the spiders at the temple, the very one that the bowl originated from.
I see.
It's a match set.
Yeah.
And what are you after for this?
Look to my compatriots to see if there's, kind of anything common that they're looking for. Otherwise, I can present some ideas.
Tell us about these false prophets and their medallions.
What?
Quentin's shaking his head like, no.
Go bigger.
Well, I'm curious.
Well, it depends on your definition of the false prophets. It's the prophets that did not believe and follow the God that they pretended to be following. They are traitors to to their cause, or perhaps spies in their cause in some cases. Got a little bit of both in here. Particularly if you can feel the emanations from holy symbols. Gives you a very interesting taste on the empathy there.
Nope.
Any
I don't want anything to do with
symbols
that.
of fiendish gods?
3 of them are, yes.
Which ones?
He rattles off 3 that 2 of them you don't recognize. The third is abyssal. Not quite fiend, but abyssal.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do I recognize anything of the symbols?
Give me a religion check.
That is a 2 plus stuff.
Just a couple of very common ones. In fact, one of them is a symbol that you saw down in El Terrell.
Can I roll as well?
And I'm supposing we're all looking at the same things, right?
Yep.
8.
Not me.
I got a 14.
I'm a terrible cleric, even with my plus. Stupid D20s.
14. Have the one that you saw from El Terrell there. Let's see. I'm pulling that up now.
So
These might be useful to trade
mean-
to other Fae for something even more.
I don't see
valuable.
any of my own patron deity, correct?
No, you don't see, and you also don't see anything in there that is obviously Fey. So, neither side in that case.
This seems more like the display case stuff and not the behind the curtain in the lockbox type of stuff, in my opinion.
Correct. But these are great conversation starters and wonderful things to have around for entertaining.
Hang it on your wall at the keep.
Exactly.
Foreign or deities, holy symbols, perhaps might not be the safest thing.
See?
To keep out.
Seems to draw unneeded attention, if you ask me.
And this one here, this belonged to Thavius Krieg.
The Thavius Krieg?
Yes, the Thavius Krieg.
I mean, personally, that devalues it a little bit for me. I just can't get behind the man's teachings. But, you know, what really interested me would be if he had any enchanted compasses or writing instruments. That's really what interests me.
I do have a scribe's feather.
Oh, God. Pray tell, what does said feather do?
All right.
I mean, we got chickens where I come from, so...
Right. You scribble with it and it writes.
Do I look like I just...
anything.
On anything you say? Like even the air?
Yes. No, you do need something there. However, it will write on liquid.
How long will it last before it dissipates?
Well, it depends on what you write it on. Most things it will last. Liquids, probably about an hour or so.
Why would you write on liquid?
Sometimes
If you wrote on your gnomish friend over here, it'd probably last about a day.
Perhaps you had to jump into a pond for a secret entrance, and you could put a message for your compatriots following.
Or I want to graffiti an underwater dungeon. Do you know how hard that is to leave
wouldn't.
demoralizing messages for the merfolk that you encounter?
No,
It is
no, I don't know how
appalling.
difficult
That is pretty on brand for you. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very specific.
I mean, it is a very specific quill that could write on anything.
He's planning ahead, really. It's
Yeah, I'm not going to make any trade without a buy-in from the team here.
Okay.
personally,
Well-
I think that's hilarious.
Right now is an excellent time for us to take a shopping break.
Mhm.
And so what we'll do is we'll look at our wonderful viewers and say, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Bye.
welcome back. Thank you for rejoining us. The party is currently negotiating over some trinkets. I think they were called the holy symbols from the false prophets. And your host here mentioned that one of them belonged to Thavius Krieg.
Are we supposed to know who that is?
Rinian, did you make a religion check on these?
14.
14? While you don't really recognize a whole lot of them, you do recognize the name of Thavius Krieg. He is in charge of the Hell Riders in Eltergard, i.e., he's essentially the overseer, the High King of Eltergard.
Damn.
That's a lot more impressive now that we know who that is. All right.
So, good sir, so maybe we can wrap up this deal here. I'm definitely interested in that quill, but I believe my compatriots would also be interested in an amulet or two each from, or rather a holy symbol or two each from your collection.
Although it's only sold as a collection. It's a set. You wouldn't want to break it up.
How about I throw in a vial of pixie dust and we get the quill and the collection of holy symbols. I hold up the little vial. Top notch. Fresh. Wizard certified.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. Done.
We have a deal then.
And as you are making the exchange, coming out from the back room is... I swear, it looks like Eskin, but if it's him, he's aged about 5 years.
Does he act like he recognizes us?
He's calling back over his shoulder as he comes out, saying, "Very well. Keep up the good work." He turns and looks at you, and yes, he falters and stops for a minute, and then tries to just carry on nonchalantly.
Casually step in front of him.
Eskin, buddy, where you been?
Do I know you?
Don't insult our intelligence.
Ooh,
Pretty sure
better
you
look
do.
out. There's a lot of missing woodsmen out there. Ooh.
I'm afraid that would be impossible.
It was a joke because you sent us looking for missing woodsmen. Never mind.
While that's going on, I'm giving the goods over and scrambling and putting all the holy symbols around my neck.
That's fair. I hear the Fae have a particular thing about debts owed.
They're a big
Maybe-
fan of that.
Maybe we should take this
Yeah.
outside?
Why? There's nothing to take.
So I just mean so we're not impeding the flow of commerce in this gentleman's business.
Well, that would be kind of
Dickish.
importation on your side, yes.
Uh-huh. This guy's cruising for a bruising.
I'm gonna step outside. Wind up. Shillelagh.
No, wait a minute. We don't want to rough him up.
I didn't say I was gonna hit him. I just said I've turned it on. Just
You never make a threat you're not willing to follow through on.
I'm willing to follow through on it.
Is Eskin walking out with us?
No, he'll walk out with you.
Eskin, let me ask you a question. Why do you look like shit right now? What happened to you? The last 5 years have been rough on you.
And about
I've gotten a little bit taller. I think I put on, 4 or 5 inches? Probably about 25 pounds in the good kind.
So you hit puberty. Okay. My apologies.
congrats.
Is it everything you hoped it would be?
You understand
It
why
was,
we're
it
upset?
was very quick.
Yeah, did Archon do that for you?
Manner of speaking.
How is he doing? What's he up to these days?
Where's he at?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him in a while now.
Do I believe him?
Tells you I haven't seen him in probably 2 to 3 years.
Where have you been?
Hey, careful with those questions, you know?
Just a question.
Okay.
Where have you been, you spoiled, thieving, conniving sumbitch?
Now you're just being insulting.
Oh, good. I thought I was
Can-
being too subtle.
Now, think about it. All I did was what my hero here would have done. I did exactly what he would have done.
Who? Who now?
Is he gesturing to me?
Yes.
Please go on. Do tell.
He
I
was
did.
stealing from himself, I'm certain.
And if Quentin jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too?
Might be interesting. I'll jump off one if you do.
Maybe when we get home.
You'd think caring for children would make me better at this sort of nonsense conversation, but it really doesn't.
Do watch what you guys do, but this is more your fight. I have less ill will, I think, than you all seem to have.
That was your payment too that he absconded with.
Well, you know, truthfully, we did get paid by the organization we work for now.
The seer really just double paid on the job because his first payment got stolen, and so he paid us extra basically, so we would actually get our promised amount.
So
Hey,
what you're saying is I do not steal anything at all from you.
from us.
Damn
Hey,
it, Eldon!
Eskin, did you know the seer is here today?
He is?
Yeah, I bet he
That's
knows.
wonderful.
Is it?
Just giving out
Yes.
information left and right.
What?
But what would I have done had Quentin been in my position? The
Quentin
heroic
is
Quentin
not
would
to
have
be
said,
emulated.
the heroic Quentin would have said, I can put this to good use. I should do so.
No.
So I put it to good use, and I did so. If he doesn't like it, if he hates the idea that I did that, it's only because he hates himself. And because that would mean that you guys also hate Quentin as well.
I do hate myself.
That's sad.
But I wake up every day hating you just as much.
It's really sad.
What is happening here?
This is just so awkward. You look, kid, not a kid, whatever you are. What? No, seriously though, where have you been? It's only been weeks since we saw you, but you're fucking 5 years older at least. How did you hit puberty in like a month?
I'm a fast grower.
Bullshit. You already just said you hadn't seen Archon in like a couple of years. It hasn't been a couple of years.
For you?
That's duh. That's what the point I'm trying to get across is. Where have you been?
Here and there. Running errands.
Start like choking up on the club again. Like I'm gonna do it. I can do it if he doesn't talk. Give me
I'm
a
getting closer to letting him do it.
Eskin, who are you employed by currently?
Oh, let's see. I don't think you need to know that.
Talk to him, Quentin.
How about you tell us what you used our money for?
Your money? Now who's lying? Who's a lying thief? It wasn't your money. I never stole your money.
Promised to us. You had it in your hands, and then you absconded with it. I think that's the very definition of theft.
Actually, I'm going to take.
I didn't
Eskin's
say
side
it
on this
wasn't
one.
theft. I did not say it wasn't theft. It was theft, but it wasn't your money.
I am going to side with Eskin.
If you're claiming the money
Sorry.
at that time, you were thieves as well.
It was Sears' money. We got paid. I mean, yeah, it was a dick move and we were pissed about it, but
Quentin, you traitor!
hey, I'm just calling a full dragon's ante as I see it,
Fortunately, I'm in agreement with Quentin on this.
Sometimes the money's just too good. I give Eskin a little salute, like, you got us. Kind of like the professional nod,
So let's look at it this way. And I'm sure that this will resonate well with you. Sometimes someone else needs it more than you.
Did this looks like a poor unfortunate soul to you?
Eskin, you spent it all on orphans, right?
I don't know. Can you see his soul?
Gives them the
Oh, indeed. Indeed. I did.
Because you're an orphan, right?
Oh, indeed. Yes.
Inside check.
You
16.
Yep, that's where the Scribner's Hall gets most of their apprentices.
All right, you know what? I'll admit one thing. Yes, we did still get paid. But look, that was my first outing as an official sort of adventuring type. And the fact that you stole our promised reward, you know what? It really hurt, Eskin. That was a dick move. Did you think how that would make other people feel, huh? Did you?
I didn't really appreciate being mentally hobnobbed either.
What are you talking about? We didn't mentally hobnob you.
No, but somebody did. And as you put it, he's here in town.
What?
I think he's saying that the seer screwed with his mind.
He just had a job written up. How is that screwing with his mind?
No, you remember we thought he was kind of loopy when we met him.
There's another individual at play here. Are you saying that individual is present?
You said he was.
No,
Isn't that the person who kind of messed with me?
Archon?
No, seer,
No,
he's
how about the
suggesting.
seer?
I was just being hopeful. I just thought the seer had a job written up because he saw it coming.
What makes you think, or what gives you indication that that individual was the one who messed with you?
That's
You
kind of
have-
what you led me to believe.
Everything that I've been led to believe is that Archon was doing it.
You said that whoever it was that had come saw me cast some kind of whammy on me.
He didn't cast any kind of whammy on you. The man he is the seer. Do you know what that means?
He sees things.
In a manner of speaking, sure. But he basically just had a job posted for an act that hadn't happened yet. So we would be there just in time. He didn't do anything to you.
He gave me a good opportunity. I should tell him thank you.
Perhaps you should.
You know what? I'll take that. All right.
Eskin, if you think your memories have been manipulated, there's a place here called Misplaced Values. Check it out. You might be able to get the true memory back.
That'd be interesting.
Settle things once and for all.
I might have to go over there.
It's a good idea.
You want to head over there? We were going to check it out.
Okay.
All right. It's a party.
This has got to
Over
be the
to,
weirdest damn day.
Values.
I assume Pipsqueak meets up with us once we step out of the bad unseelie area? Or is this in the unseelie area?
Oh, once you get into a little bit better part of the market, yeah, Pipsqueak pops back up.
She requests to be let out of the hat.
While we're walking over, can I ask? So Eskin, who's in the back of that shop where we met you? Were there more interesting things to see? Who is back there?
Oh, just the folks who are running the shop. Now you dealt with one of the siblings out front. I believe you dealt with who does that now?
Alan or Eva? Evan.
Yeah, Alahan. I was talking with Eva in the back, making sure that they weren't treating the customers too badly. And
On
Your responsibility.
on whose authority are you doing such?
Is he wearing a red hat?
you don't see one.
Doesn't mean they have to wear them all the time, right?
I was
Well,
led.
give me a perception check.
Is that a nat 20?
Hey.
18.
You do notice that he has hat hair, and his hair is not blowing in the breeze. It's almost as if it was covered by something.
An invisible red hat.
Why would he do that?
I'm not going to judge him for hat hair.
Ingenious, really.
So I take it that you're doing well for yourself here now then.
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Got yourself indebted to anyone?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It is the way, I suppose.
Unfortunately, it is.
Do you think he's been traveling with the Fey Market this whole time? And that's why
Yes.
he's aged? Because they have like a different.
Sounds plausible. Probably not the whole time, but a fair amount of that time.
Dolores, do you think the orphans you know would be able to get jobs here?
I am not giving these people my kids.
They grow up so fast. though.
I reach back and I hand you and Bope the 12 holy symbols to sort out.
Oh, cool.
Grab the 3 fiendish ones.
Okay.
Hold on to that Krieg one. We should follow that thread later.
All right, I guess I'll carry the rest of them, shove them in my pack.
You're not going to wear them? Well, I suppose it
No.
would flash. They were clinking on my armor. So.
These need to be handled delicately.
So I take it though then that while indebted that you have found yourself into such a position to be gainfully employed.
Indeed.
Is there a reason why you're hiding your hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably because it dicks like us.
I'll admit,
We didn't.
I was kind of a dick, but I still feel moderately justified.
You were justified, Eldon. Don't let these traitors change your mind.
Righteous justification is understandable, and I, for one, fully support it. However, be mindful of your environments around here.
Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. And thank you both for validating my feelings.
You didn't hit him.
I did not hit him. I really considered it strongly.
Would have been quite bad, I believe.
That's what I'm saying. We showed good, mature restraint.
As we're walking over there, I
Yeah.
asked Pipsqueak and Eskin, you know any enchanters here in the market?
There's quite a few.
Any that work
What
with...
kind of enchant?
We've got some Koride hair we're looking to get enchanted.
Oh, okay. Animators.
Yes, that.
Certainly.
We can come up with some. Let me talk to some folks, and I'll have an answer for you by the time you get out of the shop.
Who's saying that?
I think
Peepsquid.
How's Pipsqueak? I'm not even gonna ask. Okay.
It's just pixie shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll talk to other pixies on that.
So, misplaced values?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay, you go into misplaced values. It's kind of a looks like, quite honestly, it looks almost like a manor house, but it's listless and dull. And as you enter it, it's crammed with all kinds of goods and in no particular order. You see small objects stacked here and there, all kinds of disarray. There's some small bags, books, wallets, jackets, jewelries. There's some blades. Just about anything you can imagine might be able to be found here is what you. But you go in. As you go in, it's a strange feeling, almost kind of anticipation. Or time itself seems to be holding its breath, and a voice calls from the back. What can I help you with? Is there something missing from your lives? I may have just the thing for you around here somewhereabouts.
Does Eskin say anything? Or is he waiting on us?
He's looking around and he picks up a wallet, looks in it, and some coins in it, and he puts it back down where he found it.
Are these just items, or I heard there may be memories or thoughts? How about people?
Oh, for you, no people. But unless I miss my guess, there's some kids out back for you.
Really?
What do you mean by that?
Wait,
He's talking about goats, right? Baby goats?
kids? What do you mean,
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah,
Elaborate.
in the back of the courtyard.
What?
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Are you selling
Curiosity
children?
fully picked.
Yeah. Push past him to courtyard.
Okay. Eldon, go to the courtyard.
Yeah. I don't. This is just the weirdest damn thing I've heard today. That's saying something.
Okay. Is Delirus going to the courtyard?
Yes.
Okay.
With
Make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Angry Delirus is going to the courtyard, just to be clear.
Okay. Courtyard is full of animals of all kinds, mostly dogs, cats. Hey, there's a turtle over there. They're kind of wandering around, looking kind of. If an animal could be considered mystified, yeah, that's what these look like. Then there are 3 small goats. Hey, Eldon, you remember these goats? You'd assume that they were killed when the undead stormed through your village. They're bounding over to you, kind of like they expect you to feed them. Just like you used to.
Is there like heart-wrenching music playing in the background as they're reunited?
It's definitely a cello.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll kind of kneel down for a second and take my pack off and pulled some of like the dried fruit and nuts out of there and give them a little bit to eat.
Okay.
And pull my hat down over my eyes.
His eyes sort of tear up.
You notice it's almost like a small wave of joy just bursts out from around Eldon and goes through the entire establishment there. It's almost like the store is a little bit brighter than it used to be.
Careful, careful. We
Y'all
don't
keep-
know.
Y'all can look around. It's fine. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Well, is the
Rich.
proprietor with us?
No, he had sent you into the courtyard.
Okay, I tap Eldon's shoulder, say, "I'll be back inside," and I shamble back inside.
Okay.
I'll go with you if you don't mind.
Yeah, I also return inside.
Sir, you seem to know what we've lost before we do. Do you have? Is there anything in your bag with my name on it?
I don't think so. I'm not aware of anything.
Because I could have swore I lost a gigantic fortune of 4,000 gold and several spells. I'm like flipping through my spell book. It was here. I know it was here.
Oh, poor Bo.
I wandered to the other side of the shop and I pull out some of the little ball bearings from one of my things and I put it into a little bag and I write Bope's name on the bag with a new quill. Bope, is this yours?
Okay.
This has your name on it.
Oh, what's inside?
Little metal marbles.
Oh, it's a metaphor. I see what you did there.
Metaphors with
Metaphors of Bo.
It's been a while since we had one of those installments.
Da-na-na-na.
Well, I appreciate the gesture.
That's part of the joke is that it falls flat if you step on it. Walking away now.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm keeping these. Can't have them back.
Okay, I've only got 980 left in that set.
Oh, you're looking at the wallet? You're looking through the wallet?
Bope?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. You do find a small sketch in there, and there's a couple of notes in there.
Can I read it?
They look like they're tasks. It is something about feeding the spiderkin, and the sketch is of a it looks like it's a couple and their child.
Any notations to say, any signatures or notations to suggest who had written these tasks or who it was for?
No, but you're looking at it. They look kind of elvish, but they look kind of cruel for elves.
I hand it to Quentin. What do you make of this?
Handwriting analysis? That's right up my alley.
Yes.
Take a look at it and, look to see the ink that was used, et cetera, et cetera. Do you want like an insight check?
No, there's no insight check needed.
Did I write it? Please don't tell me I wrote it.
No, you didn't write it, but it was written by your parents. The sketch there's of your mom and dad and you.
Called it.
What do you think, Quentin? Do you recognize it?
However, no one would recognize you in that picture.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it in here, but yeah, I do recognize it.
Well,
Feed the spiderlings, it says, in Elvish.
Spiderkin.
Spiderkin. Oh wow, that takes me back to Menzo Baranzan. It's my mom and dad. Okay.
Wait, what? Why does he have it?
I have no idea. This is your wallet? Your coin purse?
I don't know. Is it?
It has the name Bope on it.
Just the one you picked up and wrote Bope's name on.
It's the one. It says Bope Whizbang.
Well, I'm
Looks
sure.
like it's the type of wallet that like the kid would have.
I looked at the picture. I never met them before.
It's got Velcro on it too.
I don't really know much about Spiderkin either.
I have a theory about this place now. I close my eyes and I pick up just a random object.
Okay.
What did I pick up?
Probably a lost sock. There's an awful lot of those in here.
This is where they get to when I do laundry. Can't let those little snots know where they'll walk all over.
Browse around. Do not know of anything I've lost, but to not be unsurprising to find something.
Good sir, I don't think that your lost values would come here.
Place for everything and a thing for every place.
They don't store senses of humor here.
Is it possible to find someone else's lost items?
There's plenty of things here, and apparently they are for sale.
I'm looking for something belonging to Benari Loomspry.
Oddly specific.
Go ahead and take a look and see what you could find.
I'll kind of wander around, let the store lead me, and in my mind, I'll keep saying to myself, I am Benari Loomspry. I am Benari Loomspry. And do the same, reach out for an item and see if it is indeed a Benari Loomspry original.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
I'd like it. Yeah.
Roll deception against the shop.
It's a 5 on the die, waiting for the sheet to load up here. 15 total.
Whoa!
Rogue cheese.
Charisma rogue. So 15.
Okay. Come up with a silver dagger.
Interesting. Spidery motif or just
No
functional
spidery
dagger?
motif. It looks fairly new. This is not something that has been lost long time ago. This is a recent loss.
Oh, that's good. I could maybe get a wizard to scribe back using this then if it's got a recent connection to her. How much for the dagger? I asked the shopkeep.
Oh, let's see. Let me see what I can use there. I think that's worth 3 jokes.
3 jokes. Wow.
Oh, better call a boat.
Oh, on the spot. On the spot and everything. These are expensive jokes.
I think we can pay for that. Ready to receive payment?
Indeed.
I'm ready too, except I'm not because I'm out back with the goats. Damn it. All right.
I'll tell you
Oh,
about
you could
it.
be
I'll go first.
you could be coming in with the goats.
I'm sorry, I didn't prepare hideous laughter today, but I could still tell you a joke.
I'll go first if you want.
I'm ready when you are.
All right. What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping?
Oh, sorry. Go
A
on.
dino snore.
Oh, boo. I should have said good jokes.
You did not, though. That was
Yeah.
your mistake.
Language is important.
Yes.
Okay, second joke. What did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner is on me. Last joke. What do you get when you cross a vampire and a snowman? Frostbite.
Ow.
Oh, that's
Ow,
a good
ow,
one.
ow.
That is indeed what
Ow.
they say.
I walk right back outside again.
It's like, nope, nothing here.
What did you walk into?
What has happened in here? Obviously, Quentin has lost his mind.
And I come out with a new silver dagger, which I wrap up and put into my pack.
Yeah. No, it is silvered, not silver.
Oh, yeah.
S-
Gotcha. Not for using, for following up on later.
mhm.
Wait, so did that actually work, Quentin? You just said the name of someone you wanted to steal from?
I lie to myself the best and the most.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Some existential shit.
Getting dark early tonight, folks.
Yeah, I pictured my sister and said her name. I am. And it worked.
Oh,
I guess we could try somebody else if there's something.
yes. Well,
Have an ex-wife or.
I'd like to try it. Okay, so I shuffle off into the store and just start muttering to myself, and I'm muttering, I am nope whiz bang. I am nope whiz bang. I am nope whiz bang. That is a 10 for deception.
I'm assuming this is Bope's good brother.
Nope.
She's already assumed Bope's the evil one, not the good one.
I mean,
There's evidence. Mm.
I find another sock.
Nope, but I'm not sure you remember this guy.
Hmm.
This takes you back. And it's not for some note. This is a boat.
Hmm.
You found your old teddy bear.
Oh.
Oh, this would
Have-
be great.
Now
for Mr.
this
Pepper.
one, yeah, this is. You've got a teddy bear that's about 300 years old. You found it in the bottom of all kinds of stuff piled on top of it. It's obviously been there for.
The
Well,
original Mr.
since
Peppers.
forever.
I've been trying to replace you for centuries, and here you are. I take out my buddy and put him down.
Trade for a trade.
Oh.
so
And again, the place kind of burst into a little bit brighter. And it seems like a happier storefront.
Except for the late Mr. Peppers.
Well, if he doesn't want to stay here, he can come with me too. I mean, I've got 2 pockets.
two Mr. Peppers. That'd be
Confusing.
We could always
It's a
stop by the
peck of
battle pit,
peppers.
see which one wins.
the battle pit. Oh my god.
What do you want for this teddy bear, mister?
He looks around, kind of waves at the store. That's what the price has been paid.
Oh,
Is this store just populated with Bope's misplaced things over the centuries?
There's a whole wing dedicated.
To all the
well, thank you.
there's a library full of the knowledge Bope's forgotten.
And this is why, in preparation for this day.
Bope, I believe you keeping this man in business.
Well, thank you. Never thought I'd see the day. Really?
Yeah, I guess I'll come back in. I guess with the little kids in tow,
Yep.
and talk to the fella there and say, "All right, it's gonna cost me."
Like your other little friend there. The price has been paid.
Those are some good jokes, huh? Like,
Thank you. Thank you.
What we're here for.
was Eskin doing any browsing, or did he leave?
He's poking around. And he says, That lost, I don't think we'll be here. And
You're so.
he looks a little bit sad at that and heads out.
It's interesting how this place works.
Yeah, I got something that belonged to my sister. I'm going to see if we can track her down when we get back to the material world.
I just have baby goats bouncing around me. Apparently.
Happy as a clam.
I'm fine. Y'all leave me alone. Don't look at me.
I'm a
I'll pet one.
300-year-old gnome with a teddy bear.
And the rogue got a dagger. Okay.
That's about right.
Were we waiting on Pipsqueak to see about that enchanter? Or otherwise...
Yes. Peeps is still out there, and something comes flying up to him and points into place values, and Peeps said, "No, it's not there. I know where they are." They talk a bit, and he said, "Okay, I found your enchanter."
Lead the way.
Point us in the direction, bud.
After the party leaves, Dolores will linger behind,
Okay.
and she'll kind of shyly sort of sidle up to the proprietor. Do you have anything here from me?
I can't tell if she's trying to be seductive or discreet.
The fact that you're
I'm
asking
not
that question
sure.
means that you don't know her well enough.
There is usually something here for everyone. Your big friend with the sword, though, we wouldn't have his stuff here. But
Well, I'm not
I'll
asking
take a look around for yours if you might want to check back tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Dolores will discreetly catch up to the tail end of the group.
Okay.
Say, Eldon, if we have a chance in the next couple of days, maybe we can stop by the garden plots. I've heard of something called an awakening pot. Plant a little plant in it, and it can talk and be animated.
That's just No, I've already said that like 3 times today. I cannot say that's the weirdest damn thing I've heard today. It's up there, though. Not gonna lie. Why?
Why not?
Drunk wizards.
There's a few reasons why not. All right.
Drunk druids.
I know you've not talked to many animals, but mostly they just beg for food. All right. Plants, way less conversational.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Eska says he thinks he'll check back with for burgers, and I think they had some black chalk that he might be interested in.
Did he just say burgers?
The twins.
Right.
The brothers.
Oh, yeah.
The store where
We met him.
you had originally started.
Black chalk.
Was he saying that to us?
Kind of to you, but mostly to himself.
Distracted by goats. Don't care.
And
Eldon, can I pet a goat? I've never
Absolutely. They are all for the petting.
And I'm assuming these kids are orphans as well.
Now, why would you bring that up in front of them, Quentin?
Yeah, Quentin, leave the room.
Quentin looks ashamed and he kind of walks to the side.
Not sure they understood him. Depends what language he was speaking.
But they do speak a language. Noted.
Goat.
Oh, goat. Yeah.
Good old animal tongue. What was the name of the enchanter we were being led to? Animator.
Kira.
Tira?
Kira.
Kira with a K. Gotcha.
Yep. Kyra. You get over to see her, and she's looking around, kind of upset.
What does she look like? You know.
Looks a lot like a dryad.
Have we killed one of them?
I don't think so.
No, we have not.
Oh, we fought her.
We,
Yeah,
we
okay.
engaged one.
No, we didn't. What a dryad.
Oh, yeah, it was something else jumping the trees.
Yep. Not a dryad. You folk have never met a dryad before, I'm fairly certain. I don't actually, Rainy, and you may have. I don't know your whole backstory, but that's dryad right there. No, we have not fought one of those before.
And she's looking around. She's kind of oh, I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Yes, we were here on business. You look distraught.
I think one of my helpers is stealing things here from the store.
Ooh. Most
And
unfortunate.
that's not really supposed to be able to happen here, but
Well,
apparently it is.
we are here on business, but you see, we are professional adventurers. Maybe we could look into this in exchange for what we need done. And I present the Korad hair.
Your helpers aren't pixies, right? And I flick my hat with Pipsqueak up there, like,
No, elvish blood.
okay, just make sure. Sorry, bud.
We're seeking
And
this.
her name's Now.
How do you spell that?
Now, Nao.
And what do you think she stole?
Just a couple of my recent experiments. Ah,
They're not individuals here that you could bring that complaint to?
well, I really don't want to bring it up to the furbolgs.
Because it shouldn't be able to happen.
Well, it shouldn't be able to happen, and quite frankly, I don't want to get down into too much trouble.
Yeah, the authorities can be trouble. They often are.
Well, they can be quite quite upfront about and quite crude about their punishments.
Gotcha. She may not have been stealing, but you need to confirm. They'll probably kill her if you bring it to her.
Yeah, and I'd like for her punishment to, if she was stealing, I'd like it to fit the crime. You know, these are a couple of unproven experiments right now, and it's not like something I could sell.
How big were they? Bigger than a 3-dragon ante deck of cards?
There's a couple of rods about this long. They're too thick around to be considered a wand.
Magical rods, then. Stuff you enchant.
Yeah, they're about that big around.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like a baton almost.
Yeah,
Right, rods. I believe that.
you'd call it a baton or a good thumping stick.
No, this is a good thumping stick.
Now that is indeed a good thumping stick. Oh my, yes indeed, that is a respectable thumping stick. What can I do for you, honored sir?
Well, we've acquired some Corad here. We've been led to believe we can have a rope, special rope made from it.
Yes, that would make sense. Yes.
And we were also led to believe you were the one that could supposedly create this item for us.
I think I should be able to do that without too much trouble. Oh. I'm glad you got to me on the first day of the market, though. This will take about 3 or 4 days.
Duly noted.
Which would bring us to the question of cost.
I'll tell you what. Find out what's going on with now. And we'll call it even there.
What do you think, Renyon? Is that a deal?
It is goods based upon some task to be done, which can be difficult if the task becomes impossible to complete.
How about I provide you a full written report detailing our investigation?
Something concrete, you know.
I don't need a written report. You could just tell me. That's fine.
I insist.
Always leave a paper trail.
Exactly. Because what happens
Very
if my
well.
voice gets stolen?
If you're what?
I said, what happens if my voice gets stolen and then I can't tell you?
I suppose in that case you'd have to tell me on paper. Makes sense.
Gotta have contingency plans. There's some folk or tricksy around here. You know, you go over to that shadowy place over there where the light doesn't touch. And
Tricksy hobbitses.
I think we have a deal then.
Very well.
Does now reside on premises?
Yes, and she should be back here in about a turn of the glass, and she should be here for about 4 or 5 hours, and then she'll be off for the evening.
Do you know if she is beholden to anyone?
No, but she has been acting a little bit scatterbrained recently.
Do you believe that another force is at play?
Don't think so.
let's not rule it out, though. You know, if she's been acting unusual, there could be all sorts of things going on.
I thought she was just trying to cover for herself and not doing a very good job.
Sure, simple answers are good, too. You never know.
All right. We're on it.
We'll want to check out her quarters or wherever she's resting her head for clues.
Yes, ma'am. Do you know where she's staying? Well, the market's on.
I think she's over at has a tent back in the garden plots.
Good to know. Thank you. Is that where she's at right now? Is she like on a lunch break or something?
Yeah, she's on a break so that she could get something to eat.
Could you
Did
describe her?
Did she go back to the garden plots? I don't know.
Could you describe her so we know what she looks like? You said elven woman, correct?
Yep. It gives you a good description of her.
Say that again, Cecil. I'm sorry.
She gives you a good description of her to include her outfit that she's currently wearing today.
Last seen wearing.
Yep. But she also says, I wouldn't count on her staying in that outfit tomorrow, obviously.
Obviously. But if she's coming back here today, are you not?
Yeah, she should still be in it. Yeah. She normally doesn't change when she takes a break for victuals.
But if she comes back to work today, if you're expecting her back, are you not going to ask her what the problem is, what the deal is?
I will, but like I said, I don't think I've been getting
Straight answer from her?
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
I have a plan.
Is it going to terrify me or Doliris or Rainian?
I think it's pretty straightforward, but let me lay it out to you, and then you guys can crossbow it down.
Okay.
Okay, so step one, we inquire about hiring a pixie to spy invisibly on her for the next 12 or 24 hours, see where she's going, who she's talking to. Part two of that would be we head over to the garden district, see if she's there. I just need to engage in conversation with her for a minute or so to get her voice down, so that when I lie to myself in misplaced values about being her, I have a much better chance of honing in on anything she's misplaced recently, with her being scatterbrained. I'm really good with voices. I say in Eldon's voice. Don't you know, hey?
That was uncanny.
You're already blowing my mind. This has been a long day.
It's the wake-up juice I took. I'm still going strong. Go.
And then?
Oh, and then we evaluate from there. Any longer plan, which I have several pages of, would just fall apart after the first couple. So best just to have the beginning of a plan.
You just got your first couple steps, then you got some branches off of that, right?
Precisely. Branches of a tree, garden district. See, it all comes together.
Yep, sure is. Wow.
Keep that juice going.
Oh, look, baby goats. Hey, baby goats. Hey.
Baby goat, baby goat.
How far
I'd
are
ask
we through
what
this?
happened to the bee, but got replaced by what, a cat?
No. That was a ram or a sheep or a goat.
Oh, okay.
How far through this day are we so far, Cecil?
You're into probably early to mid-afternoon.
We're on now's
The
lunch.
equivalent of about 2 or 3 o'clock.
Feels like we have done so much, and yet it has been so little time past.
So, quick group huddle here. I'm tracking 2 outstanding tasks. We following up with the initial vendor on my inquiry, which was for the alcohol trade, and then 3 to 4 days for the Korad enchantment care to be completed.
Yep.
Right. We should
Don't
look
forget
for
the battle arena.
Bope. You scoundrel! I didn't think you still had it in you. You want to go to the pit fights?
Well, no, I just want to find out what it's about.
You know what they have at pit fighting? Gambling.
And
Profit.
fights often to the death. I understand.
Well,
These things happen.
I mean, yes.
I mean, if it's on the way, you know.
I wouldn't mind.
Maybe there's a team fight.
All right then. Okay.
I like how you think, sir.
Okay, so where to next?
Sounds like we're all agreed. Let's go to the battle arena.
Oh my god. All right.
I suppose, have we had ourselves lunch?
You want to eat here?
I'm assuming that you stopped and grabbed some bite from some of the street vendors throughout the course of the day.
Is it okay to eat food in the Fey Market?
Non-debt incurring snack.
I mean,
As-
admittedly, this is more
as Rinian's-
Michelle myth than Dolaris myth knowledge, but
As Rinian snacks on the food that he brought, I don't know what you're talking about.
Only been eating food out of his backpack the entire time. Just nope.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
He's got like bags of beef jerky and hardtack in his back. That's all he's eating. Just
no one told me to prepare for this.
Good berries.
Good berries.
I feel like this is not accurate.
good berries are satisfying. No. They're filling, but not very satisfying. That's it.
Well, they're berries. How can they be unsatisfying?
Because there's just one, and then you're full.
Oh. Well, if I'm
You
full,
got,
then that's fine. I've full is better than hungry. I don't care if it tastes good.
Well, you've got hot good berry pie.
That sounds decadent AF.
It does.
It's being sold right there on this corner.
I want one of those.
The whole pie or just a slice?
Yes.
No,
First
they're
one.
hand pies.
Ooh.
They're hand pies, kind of like a turnover or an empanada.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Like a warm pocket of dough around a good berry?
Classic.
Several good berries. This is like the scene where they get the elvish bread. Turns out one of the hobbits has already eaten like 5 of them. That's it right there.
Like,
That was
what?
supposed to last 5 months.
How many have you eaten? 6.
Okay, that's what you're going for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
My alley. Yeah. Good berry pie? Hell yeah. Yeah. I will volunteer to be the taste tester for the party for that one.
Okay.
You're gonna throw your body on that.
Brave halfling.
Your sacrifice is appreciated.
It is rather decadent.
We can just roll you to the battle pits.
The 3 extra goats now, they can drag me along.
Squeeze the juice out later.
Maybe get a little halfling-sized chariot, led by 3 goats.
Mush.
Well, you do feel like that would sustain you all day long, and it tastes good, and you think that if you were hurting, it might have helped a little bit.
Food for the soul.
10 out of 10 would eat again.
That rhymed.
Highly recommend for all you fine folk if you'd like a wonderful filling experience.
Now I feel like
Yeah.
eating the rest of my pie.
Would you consider getting those goats enchanted while we're here? So they, never leave your side? I've got an idea.
What makes you think they're going to leave my side?
Okay. I mean,
Man,
tell the bad guy, hey, no fireballs. I got my kids with me.
Okay, that's a good point.
What if we could kind of, if the sky's the limit here, what if we could get them bound up into some little, trinket so they can go and be in their own little, pocket world eating whatever goats eat until you call them out to pet them,
Anything really. So,
Yeah.
Could make
A
it
little
small.
bag or maybe a little bridle or something, and bam, they're there when you need them. And as I'm saying this, as we're walking towards the battle pits, I pull out of my knapsack the transcribed tome on elemental water. Hey, trade material for you.
I don't know if I feel comfortable having that to be given to just an.
Yeah.
Well, I left out the explosive conclusion at the end chapter. We ran out of time, so.
That still feels like a very powerful artifact.
I mean,
knowledge is power, but it's not inherently magical.
It was at a library here on Faerun. We're on Toril. We're fine. It's not like this was hidden knowledge.
Yeah, it's not like it opens the elemental gates and lets in
Less amount of water. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
wait, it
Leviathans.
strictly speaking, we don't know everything that it does, do we?
90%, because that's all that's there in the book.
Well, being able to read a book and being able to understand the book are two entirely different things.
Guess that depends on your reading level and vocabulary.
I just have one counter to what you're saying, Renian. Goats. That's all.
Tasty? I'm lost.
Goats.
I hand Eldon the book.
Yeah, we may have to go back and talk to Kira about this.
Maybe you get them in some type of magical bag. There's a number of apparatus I'm sure they could be enchanted to.
I don't want anything bad to happen to them, and I don't want to leave them behind either.
Exactly.
What? I'm sorry.
You right there?
Yep.
Okay, so
She was called an animator, right?
yes.
I wonder if there's this, a similar type of enchanter who could enchant them into, like a little glass piece or something. So you always have the three of them with you.
You're looking for a transmuter.
Yes.
Are you going to enjoy life as a little glass piece?
Only
Until they try.
just to keep them safe. That's all.
Exactly. Temporary.
So you're making some sort of round apparatus that will comfortably hold the living organism?
No,
The final shape is up for debate, for the record.
a little glass menagerie of goats.
A ball of some sort.
Doesn't have to be a ball.
For
The possibilities are limitless, really, as far as shape and final form. As long as safety can be ensured and travel possibilities are still open.
And it certainly wouldn't be a little red and white ball. Those are trademarked.
We need a very copyright-free version of keeping these little kids safe. We don't want to infringe on anyone's IP here.
Okay, and as we digress in that direction, we'll look at all of our wonderful viewers and say thanks for joining us on our adventures today. We will be back next week, starting probably with the battle pits.
Hey.
And see where the Velkyn Weave gets to and what kind of trouble they can cause this time. Exactly. But we'd also invite you to join us for Whiskey Magic and Destruction and our other events going on throughout the week. So, thank you very much, everyone.
Right,
see you next week.
Now, who's paying attention?
Yeah, hey, we could sign up to fight in the battle pits.
Why would
Yeah.
we do that?
Battle pit speaking.
Because then we bet on ourselves.
Glory, honor,
Yeah.
money. I don't know. There's a couple of reasons.
Glory
maybe
and
it's
honor are
okay.
pointless.
That's
Money
why
is
you.
less so.
Yeah, we know we're still on, Klein.
We're doing this on purpose. Because
I would love it to be a group fight, but like fists only. You know,
3v3, 5v5.